Imagine a person raising $40 million for a project that literally never existed, for people that are dumb enough to pour money into it. And the best part is it's with thousands of them throwing money at a dream you sold them. Now imagine that's not even the dumbest thing that's happened in crypto. Welcome to an industry where common sense goes to die and your life savings goes to someone's Lambo payment. By the end of this video, you'll see how absurd this space really is. We're talking about projects so stupid, so obviously fraudulent, that you'll wonder how anyone fell for them. And yet millions of dollars poured in anyway. Let's dive into the Hall of Shame. First up, BitConnect. This one is the grandfather of crypto scams, the blueprint, the template that every other scam copied. BitConnect launched in 2016, promising investors returns of 1% per day. Let me repeat that, 1% per day. You're not a math person. That's over 3,600% per year. And people believed it. They threw in their savings, their retirement funds. Some even took out loans to invest more. The pitch was simple. BitConnect had a trading bot so advanced, so quote-unquote intelligent, that it could generate these insane returns consistently. Just give them your Bitcoin and the magic bot does the rest. Of course, there was no bot. It was a Ponzi scheme, a classic one. Early investors got paid with money from new investors, and as long as new money kept flowing in, the illusion held. BitConnect even had its own token, BCC, that went from a few dollars to over $400 at its peak. But the real magic of BitConnect wasn't the scam itself. It was the army of promoters. These people held events that looked like cult gatherings. Guys on stage screaming about financial freedom, waving their arms, chanting BitConnect was like a religion. The most infamous moment was a guy named Carlos Matos yelling, BitConnect! At the top of his lungs during a conference. It became a meme. It was hilarious and tragic at the same time. In January 2018, the whole entire thing collapsed. BitConnect shut down. The token dropped from $400 to under $1 in a single day. Billions of dollars evaporated. The founders disappeared. And the promoters who screamed on stage, they claimed they were victims too. Total amount lost? Estimates say over $2 billion, and somehow people still trusted crypto after this. Now let's talk about OneCoin. This one wasn't just dumb, it was criminal on a global scale. OneCoin launched in 2014 and called itself the Bitcoin Killer. The pitch was that OneCoin was better, faster, and safer than Bitcoin. They had massive events, convincing presentations, and a charismatic leader named Dr. Ruja Ignatova. People called her the Crypto Queen. She wore designer clothes, gave TEDx-style talks, and promised to revolutionize finance. There was just one teeny tiny problem. OneCoin wasn't a cryptocurrency. It didn't have a blockchain. It was just a database controlled by the founders. You couldn't trade it on exchanges. You couldn't even use it anywhere. It was completely fake. But that still didn't stop millions of people from investing. OneCoin raised an estimated $4 billion from investors in over 175 countries. $4 billion with a B. For something that didn't exist. Can you believe it? In 2017, authorities started closing in. Dr. Ruja disappeared. Just vanished. She was last seen boarding a flight to Greece in 2017 and hasn't been seen since. Some think she's hiding. Some think she's dead. Nobody knows. Her brother and other leaders were arrested. The FBI put her on the most wanted list. But the money? Gone. Investors? Destroyed. OneCoin is considered one of the biggest financial frauds in history, and it was built on nothing. Now this is where it gets even more crazier, so don't leave. Now let's get into the modern era, the crypto zoo. This one is special because it involves Logan Paul, a guy with millions of followers who should have known better. CryptoZoo was launched in 2021 as a blockchain-based game where you could buy NFT eggs, launch them into animals, and breed them to create hybrids. The hybrids would earn you passive income in the form of a token called Zoo, Z-O-O. And Logan Paul hyped it hard. He promised it would be a fun, profitable, and revolutionary game. People bought in. They spent thousands of dollars on these NFT games. Some people spent over $10,000. And then, nothing happened. The game never launched. The breeding feature didn't work. The passive income never came. The developers blamed each other. Logan Paul went silent for months. Investors were stuck with JPEGs of cartoon animals worth absolutely nothing. In January 2023, Logan Paul finally addressed it in a video. He claimed he was a victim too, that his developers screwed him over. He even said he'd refund people, but the refund process was a mess, and most people never saw their money. A class action suit was filed, investigations were launched, and the whole project became a case study in how influencers can destroy lives by promoting garbage. Amount raised? Over $3 million. Now here is the Squid Game token. This one is almost impressive in how blatant the scam was. And yet, again, there are stupid people that invest into this stuff. How foolish. Get a brain or two. In 2021, when the Netflix show Squid Game was blowing up, someone launched a crypto token with the same name. They claimed it was tied to a play-to-earn game inspired by the show. The website looked decent. The white paper sounded legit. And because the show was trending, people bought in without thinking. The token's price went from 1 cent to over 2,800 in just a few days. That's a 280,000% increase. People thought they'd found the next Bitcoin. But then there was a catch. You couldn't sell. The smart contract was coded so that only developers could sell. Everyone else was locked in. It was a classic rug pull. The developers cashed out, deleted the website, and disappeared with an estimated $3 million. And the token dropped to zero instantly. The craziest part? All the warning signs were there. The website had spelling errors. The white paper was plagiarized. And the tokenomics made no sense. But greed blinds people, and when someone's pumping, nobody asks questions. Now let's talk about Save the Kids token. This one is dark. In 2021, a group of influencers launched a charity token supposedly aiming at helping children. The influencers included FaZe Clan members and other big names. They promoted it hard on social media. Save the kids and make money doing it. Sounds great, right? Wrong. It was a pump and dump. The influencers bought early, hyped it to their followers, and then sold at the peak. The token crashed over 90% in hours. And here's the kicker. Almost no money actually went to charity. It was just a scam using kids as a marketing gimmick. The influencers faced massive backlash. Some apologized, some denied involvement, but the damage was done. Millions of dollars were stolen from people who thought they were doing something good. Now let's go international. Pincoin and iFan. These were Vietnamese crypto projects that promised 40% monthly returns. 40% per month. And somehow 32,000 people invested a total of $660 million. The projects had no real product, just referral bonuses and promises. In 2018, the founders stopped paying out. Investors realized they'd been scammed. Riots broke out. Angry mobs stormed the company's offices in Ho Chi Minh City. The founders fled. The money, gone. It was one of the biggest scams in the Asian crypto history, and it followed the exact same playbook as every other scam. Big promises, fake returns, and then simply disappear with the cash. How insane, right? Only smart people do this. Now, here's Bitcard. Not Bitcoin, but Bitcard. This one was a 2017 project that raised money for a crypto debit card that would let you spend Bitcoin anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. It sounds useful, except the card never existed. Let's not forget the Proteum scam. This one is almost funny. Haha. Proteum claimed to be using blockchain to track vegetables from farm to farm. Vegetables on the blockchain. Their website launched. They had a countdown timer to their ICO. And then, right before the sale, the entire website was replaced with one word. P***. Let me leave that one to you. You can guess that one for yourself. That's it. Just the word P*** on a blank page. The team disappeared. The project was a joke from the start, but the people had already started investing. It was a scam so lazy, it didn't even try to be convincing. Again, I can't fathom how ignorant people are. And here's another one, CentraTech. This one got celebrity backing. Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled promoted it. Centra claimed to offer a crypto debit card backed by Visa and MasterCard. Spoiler, Visa and MasterCard had no idea what Centra was. It was all fake. The founders were arrested in 2018 for fraud. They raised $32 million. Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled were fined by the SEC for promoting it without disclosing they were paid. The investors lost absolutely everything. Here's the pattern. Every single one of these projects followed the same formula. Big promises, celebrity endorsements or influencer hype, and then a white paper that sounds smart but says nothing. A token that pumps fast. A rug pull or a collapse. The people behind these scams aren't geniuses. They're just absolutely shameless. And they know that in crypto, greed beats logic every single time. So why do people keep falling for this? Because crypto creates a perfect storm of FOMO, fear of missing out, distrust of traditional systems, and the illusion that you're early to something huge. People see others getting rich and they panic. They don't do research. They don't ask questions. They just buy and hope, and scammers know this. They exploit it. They create urgency. They fake success. And then they disappear before anyone realizes what happened. Here's the brutal truth. If a crypto project promises guaranteed returns, it's a scam. If influencers are hyping it without disclosing payment, it's a scam. If you can't find a working product or a real team, again, it's a scam. If the tokenomics don't make sense, it's a scam. And if something pumps 1,000 or 10,000% in a week, it's absolutely 1,000% a scam. The dumbest crypto projects ever funded weren't dumb because of bad ideas. They were dumb because they were obvious frauds and people that are foolish still threw money at them. BitConnect, OneCoin, CryptoZoo, Squid Game Token, Save the Kids, etc., etc. all have billions of dollars absolutely gone. Lives ruined. And the people responsible? Most of them got away with it. Some are still out there launching new projects under different names. Because in cryptos, there's no accountability. Just another scam waiting to launch. If you've made it this far, you're thinking about investing in the hot next crypto project, thinking that, oh, it'll be different this time. Do yourself a favor. Ask one question. What problem does this solve that hasn't already been solved by someone else? And make sure to smack yourself by the head with a brick and never touch it. If this video saved you from losing money or you enjoyed it, hit subscribe.